In 1979, the CTA purchased its first order of 20 55-foot-long articulated buses from MAN of Munich, Germany. Prior to the order, the CTA had tested a MAN articulated bus as part of the FTA's Superbus project. While the 7000 series was similar to the test bus, it only included 2 doors instead of 3 and featured a wider destination sign area. The buses were built in Germany, although the interior finish was applied in America by AM General. The following order of 125 additional articulated buses would be produced in MAN's American plant near Charlotte, North Carolina. The buses were painted in the CTA's two-tone green scheme, although 7013 was eventually repainted in a trial scheme that the CTA had adopted for rail cars. Almost forgot. These buses were numbered from 7000 to 7019. They were delivered in 1979, and they were subsequently retired by 1994 due to their age. And now we move forward to the 7100 series. In 1983, the CTA ordered 145 additional 55-foot-long articulated buses from MAN. Unlike the previous order of 20 buses which were built in Germany, the 7100 series buses were assembled at MAN's American plant near Charlotte, North Carolina. The 7100 series would be the last CTA buses to include air conditioning until 1991. Due to funding constraints, the CTA decided to eliminate air conditioning in future bus purchases. The buses were originally painted in the CTA's two-tone green scheme, but were eventually repainted into the white, blue, and red scheme which was introduced in 1987. In the late 1990s, the 7100 series buses were definitely showing their age. And since at the time CTA did not have the funds to replace the buses with newer models, the 7100 series was replaced with used MAN articulated buses from Seattle Metro in 2001. And these buses would be known as the 7300 series, which will be introduced in a few moments. But first, we'll go back to the 7100 series, shall we? And once again, almost forgot, these buses were numbered from 7100 to 7224, in total 124 units, really 125. They were equipped with the MAN D2566 and a rim neck doormat A74A for transmission. These buses sounded identical to this. Like usual, all CTA buses are sometimes delivered to different garages. However, they might be split up, such as the 4400s and 5300s. But the 7300s were rather different, and I'm about to explain to you in 1 second. Here we go, right about now. These buses stay in between North Park and 103rd. Prime examples will be shown to you right about now. From 7300 to 7302 stayed at 103rd Street Garage. Now, as usual, the 7000s and 7100 series buses mainly stayed between 103rd, North Park, and as well as Archer. The same thing can be said for the 7300s and 7400 series. With that being said, most of the 7300 series started to retire in 2003 and was completed by 2004. Of course, a lot of them had the CTA livery on them, however, some of them had the original Seattle Metro paint schemes, and this shows the exact information that you need to see. Credits to artist Mac for this one. This photo taken back on September 25th of 2003 on the dam route near 47th. The root cause of this fire was mainly due to bad wheel bearings on this particular bus, and subsequently 7327 was retired that very same day.
CTA bus slams into a tree. Investigators say the driver lost control while trying to save an elderly woman from falling inside the aisle of the bus. The bus then veered into a tree at Hollywood and Sheridan Road. There are 30 reports of injuries. None are life-threatening.
The van, the car, and the CTA bus all collided on a stretch of Willow Springs Road, where the pavement narrows. And while it appears that the road construction may have played a role in the crash, it's still too early to tell what caused the vehicles to collide.
Well, there's construction going on here, so there's been one lane open here. we figure that's going to come into play in the accident. So as of now, there's 54 people from the bus that went to the hospital. One driver from one passenger car is okay, and there was another van involved, two people in there, and they're both all right.
So no serious injuries?
Not that we can determine at this time.
30 to 40 ambulances responded to the initial call for assistance, but firefighters who arrived on the scene said the first check for injuries showed no one was seriously hurt, but later...
Of course, it doesn't go without show. These buses were subsequently retired in 2004, the 7300 series, in favor of the new 2003 Nabi Articulated buses that CTA purchased in 2002 to run in the streets of Chicago. And this particular review will be out on Valentine's Day of 2022. The GT Real Fan 1995 signing off.